quoting congressional and law enforcement sources, that an envelope sent to a senator's office has tested positive for the poison ricin. After the envelope tested positive in a first routine test, it was retested 2 more times, each time coming up positive, the law enforcement source said, CNN reports. The package was then sent to a Maryland lab for further testing. Quoting 2 sources, the envelope was sent to the office of Senator Roger Wicker, a Republican from Mississippi. NPR's Tamara Keith reports that Senator Harry Reid said the package was sent to Wicker office and it contained ricin, or some other poison. This is breaking news story. We'll update as we get more testing. An FBI spokesman tells that initial field tests on the substance produced mixed results. It's now in the process of undergoing further testing at an accredited lab. Mail facility will be closed. The Senate mail facility that received the letter with ricin will be closed for 2 or 3 days to complete an investigation, Reuters reports, citing the Senate's Chief Security Office. Reuters adds the Senate's Chief Security Office did not disclose the sender's name, but said the exterior marking on the envelope in this case were not outwardly suspicious, but it was postmarked from Memphis, Tennessee. The FBI, the Capitol Police, and other agencies are involved in the investigation, the Senate Sergeant at Arms said in an email to Senate employees. Reminders of Anthrax incidents. Dick Durbin, a Democratic senator from Illinois, says the letter reminds him of the September 11th anthrax incidents. We were told it's not as deadly or threatening, but still being taken very seriously, Durbin said. NPR's Tamara Keith tells us authorities believe this is an isolated incident. Durbin said no other letters were found at processing facility. NPR's Tamara Keith reports Senator Mary Landria, a Democrat from Louisiana, says they were in a classified briefing about Boston when they came in and told them about the letter. It was found at an off-site mail processing facility and no one in the Capitol complex is in danger. Landria said the poison in question was ricin. What is ricin? Ricin is a poison found naturally in castor beans. If castor beans are chewed and swallowed, the released ricin can cause injury. Ricin can be made from the waste material left over from processing castor beans. Back in 2004, that ricin is twice as deadly as cobra venom. Mail from a broad swath of northern Mississippi, including the Memphis suburbs of DeSoto County, Miss, Tupelo, Oxford, and the northern part of the Mississippi Delta region is processed and postmarked in Memphis, according to a Postal Service map. The Memphis Center also processes mail for residents of western parts of Tennessee and eastern Arkansas. Gaynor said there was no indication that there are other suspect mailings. Yet he urged caution and also said the Senate off-site mail facility where the initial tests were performed on the letter will be closed for a few days while the investigation continues. The letter was discovered at a mail processing plant in Prince George's County, in suburban Maryland, according to Senator Dick Durbin, D.L. Wicker, 61, was appointed to the Senate in 2007 and won election to a full term last year. He previously served a dozen years in the House. He has a solidly conservative voting record, so much so that he drew notice last week when he voted to allow debate to begin on controversial gun legislation in the Senate. I cast this vote at the request of the National Rifle Association, of which I am a member, he said in a statement at the time, that added he has a 100% voting record in favor of Second Amendment rights. Majority Leader Harry Reid told reporters of the letter. Other lawmakers said they had been provided information by Gaynor's office. Milt Leitenberg, a University of Maryland bioterrorism expert, said ricin is a poison derived from the same bean that makes castor oil. According to a Homeland Security Department handbook, ricin is deadliest when inhaled. It is not contagious, but there is no antidote. Luckily, this was discovered at the processing center off premises, Durbin said. He said all mail to senators is roasted, toasted, sliced and opened before it ever gets to them. A congressional official said evidence of ricin appeared on 2 preliminary field tests of the letter, although such results are not deemed conclusive without further testing. The official spoke on condition of anonymity because the investigation remains active. The discovery evoked memories of the days after the terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001, when mail laced with anthrax began appearing in post offices, newsrooms, and congressional offices. That included letters sent to Senator Tom Daschle, DSD, who was Senate Majority Leader, and Senator Patrick Leahy, DVT. 2 Senate office buildings were closed during that investigation. Overall, 5 people died, and 17 others became ill. The FBI attributed the attack to a government scientist who committed suicide in 2008. More immediately, though, the discovery came as lawmakers were demanding answers to the attacks in Boston a day earlier. There was no evidence of a connection between the bombings and the letter addressed to Wicker,